Okay, the last time we did a skit, you guys were really focused. You guys were talking a lot. I know.
Welcome to my world, okay?
Yeah. So I'm gonna read you guys something to kind of open your hearts before we do the skit, and it's from Proverbs 2:1-5. My son, if you receive my words and treasure up my commandments with you, making your ear attentive to wisdom and inclining your heart to understanding, yes, if you cry out for insight and raise your voice for understanding, if you seek to like silver and search for it as for hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God.
Amen.
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 My dear brothers and sisters gathered here, please allow us to tell you the story of a great man that truly believed in protecting the lives of all people. This is the story of Saint Maximilian Kolbe. Maximilian Kolbe was not always obedient to what his parents had to say. One day at the age of 8 years old, his mom was very disappointed with Maximilian because of his rebellion and disrespect. That night, the Virgin Mary appeared to him and presented him 2 crowns, one red, one white. She asked him to choose one. Father Kolbe has 2 crowns, one red and one white, he says.
My dear lady, I choose both. I will endure and suffer for my faith, even unto death. I will choose to remain pure for God.
He's teaching the people about the love of God and how we should love him back. The people listening are sitting on the floor and Father Kolbe is passing out food to them.
My dear brothers, God's love is so great that we can destroy all evil. Don't worry. No one in the world can change the truth. God is truth and God is love. Now, use your foot and thank God.
The Nazi army are vigilant on Father Kolbe. They have heard he is helping the Jews. All of a sudden, the Gestapo men of Nazi army came and broke into the monastery where he is and arrested him, accusing him of helping the community.
Here he is, the pig among pigs. Get him and take him to the camp. Helping the Jews, now he deserves to die like one of them. Get them all and make sure no one escapes.
The Nazi officers... Oh. No? Okay. The Nazi officers take Father Kolbe and the others to the concentration camp. The concentration camps were used for those that would not follow the Nazi government, especially Jewish people. The prisoners were forced to wear striped pajamas. Father Kolbe was identified as prisoner 16670. All prisoners were forced to work and many were starved to death.
So I see you have a rosary. Do you then believe in Christ?
Yes, I do.
I heard we need to build the camp. We need to finish the cremation room. Hurry. Get to work. Food is not free.
Father Kolbe starts to work, but then the camp sirens go off, announcing that there had been an escape. An officer finds out that several prisoners from the camp had escaped. The Gestapo announced that on account of the escape of the 3 prisoners, some prisoners would be picked in reprisal and would be assigned to the bunker, the underground starvation cell.
Now, as you know, some prisoners escaped. As a punishment and for you all to learn a lesson, some of you will be sent to the starvation bunker. No one should escape from this camp. Do you hear me? No one.
My poor wife, my poor children, what will they do?
I'm a Catholic priest. I'll take her place. I have neither wife nor children.
The officer stands there in shock, but then did as Maximilian requested. Kolbe was sent to the starvation bunker along with the others.
At the starvation bunker, there were many prisoners. Father Kolbe started to tell them about God's love and told them not to lose hope. The prisoners listened and were hopeful even in time of starvation. Father Kolbe taught them to pray. They soon started praying and singing to the Lord hymns of praise. Father Kolbe bore up bravely. He did not beg and did not complain, but raised the spirits of the others, since they had grown weak. Since they had grown very weak, prayers were now only whispered. Every inspection done by the officers, when almost all the others were now lying on the floor, Father Kolbe was seen kneeling or standing. One by one, the prisoners died of starvation. Within 2 weeks, but Maximilian survived, still whispering his prayers, for he was very weak. Now that authorities felt it was taking too long, the cell was needed for victims. So one day, one officer came, a German, who gave Father Kolbe an injection of carbolic acid in the vein of his left arm. Father Kolbe, with a prayer on his lips, gave his arm to the executioner.
There is no greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend.
Father Kolbe died with a peaceful face and smiled. He gave his life for others, just as Jesus died on the cross for our sins.